Hello, we are going to start our training today by reviewing some of the basic Google Chrome skills. So today's Tech Thursday training is all about Google Chrome and taking a deeper dive into some of the features that it has to offer. So one of the huge things is the bookmark bar right there for you to have shortcuts to all of the favorite sites that you go to from day to day. So as you can see on my screen, you see that I have this entire long bookmarks bar, and it tries to be somewhat organized, and I want to show you how to do that quickly and efficiently. So for example, if I were going to go to the Christian Academy website, and that's a site that I access every day, I want to add that to my bookmarks bar. So for example, I am going to, when I want to add something to the bookmarks bar, you should see the star over here to the far right. So I'm going to click on that star, and then notice the folder that you can put these in. You have various things, and you probably don't have as many as I do at this point, but you should at least see bookmarks bar, other bookmarks, and mobile bookmarks. So you're going to want to pick bookmarks bar, and then you're going to want to give this a name. So Christian Academy website, for example. I'm going to hit done, and then notice that it added that to my toolbar. Now, you might see that I have all of these other little shortcuts that do not have the words beside them. So when I get something on my toolbar, all I have to do is simply right-click on it, and I can open it like I normally would, but notice I have an editing tool right here. So I can edit this, and then notice that I can edit the name of it. So I could just simply say Christian Academy, hit save, just put CA there, and that's less clutter on my bookmarks bar. But also notice if I right click and I edit and I get rid of that name completely and I hit save, notice what happens. If that website has the icon attached to it, and in Google's world, that is called a Favicon, F-A-V-I-C-O-N, Favicon. So if that Favicon exists for that website, and you right-click and edit, and you take the name out completely, and you save it, it will save it as its Favicon. So for example, I have made shortcuts on my bookmarks bar for my Gmail, for my Google Calendar, a shortcut to Facebook, here's my shortcut to Fax, and so on and so forth, my shortcut to Google Drive and Google Classroom, and so on. So that is a quick and easy way to add things to your bookmark to make things quick and easy to access. Now, another way besides the star that you can add things to your bookmarks is just by simply dragging and dropping. So whether you have that Favicon or not, you're usually going to see something over here that has a little upside down exclamation mark or some kind of little symbol there. If you just click on that symbol and you drag the entire thing down to your bookmarks bar, notice I have a little line, and that's showing me where I want to put it. So let's say I want to put this shortcut right here where that black line is, and then I'm just going to let go of my mouse and drop it. So now notice it put Christian Academy's website right there on my toolbar. Again, I can right click and edit. And in this case, it just kept the long official name of the website that kind of Google has in its storage. I can delete that completely. I can put a small shortened version, or I can save it with no name at all. And there it is on my toolbar. Now, if I want to get rid of any of my bookmarks, again, I'm going to right click and I'm just going to hit delete. And then notice I can also drag. If I don't want that Christian Academy icon right there, or that Favicon right there, I can move it across and drop it anywhere I want to. Now, you may have several favorites that are along the same lines. So for example, when Shanda and I do a lot of our rostering for you guys at the beginning of the year, for all of the different pieces of digital curriculum, we have all of those bookmarks saved in one spot on our bookmarks bar in a folder. So for example, if I hit this admin folder right here, it's going to give me all of the shortcuts to all of the digital curriculum that we have and need access to. So if I want a place to put all of the favicons in one place. So for example, if you're teaching math and you're teaching a fractions unit and you want all of those websites that has to do with that fraction unit all in one spot, you may want to make a folder on your toolbar. So the way I do that is I am just going to right click anywhere on that bookmarks bar, and then I'm going to choose add folder. So if I hit add folder there, and then I'm going to name it, for example, right now I'm just going to name this example folder. I'm going to hit save. Now, that folder may not show up quickly, so remember, when you get your bookmarks bar totally full, you're going to have to use these double arrows over here, and then you may have to find it, because any of your extra shortcuts that you have that won't fit on that bookmarks bar, they're going to be right down there under those double arrows. So see, here's my example folder. Now look, I can drag, and I can drop that anywhere on my toolbar that I want. So now there's my example folder. And then let's say I want to put a shortcut to starfall.com. So my primary kids are going to use starfall.com. I need to have access to that quickly. So I'm just going to take that, and in this case, I'm going to drag it again by either the favicon or the little security icon. I'm going to drag it and drop it in that folder. There is in the example folder. So again, I'm going to drag and drop. Okay, so now it's going to be in there twice because I just put it in there 2 times for demonstration. Okay, you can also use the star. So if I use the star and I drop down, here is all of the folders that I've created, including my general bookmarks bar. Okay, so if you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out and we'll be happy to work with you one-on-one. So now say I'm finished with that example folder and I don't want it anymore. I'm going to right click on it and hit delete. So that's a quick review on the bookmarks bar. Renaming icons, dragging and dropping icons, and creating folders to organize your icons. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out and we'll be happy to help.